Yesterday we had multiplication. Today we have what? Division. We said yesterday the multiplication rule was when you multiply, what do you do to exponents? You add them. So with division, you probably what? Subtract. All right. Now the problem is you're going to have a fraction. What do you think happens if there's more in the top than in the bottom? The answer remains in the what? In the numerator. Thank you very much. If there's more in the denominator, it's probably going to be left in the what? Denominator. All right. There's also some things. Good job. There's also some things with negative exponents we need to take care of. All right, but we'll get down to that here in a few minutes. All right. Please immediately speak up. All right, immediately speak up. I'm going to do a bunch of the odds, and then you'll have probably 5 or 6 problems to do for homework. And then after you do only those 5 or 6, you need to go back and look at all the rest of the odds and make sure you understand what we're doing. At some point that you're not sure, speak up. All right, that's why I'm trying to help you become better students. Speak up, speak up, speak up. All right, and ignore. All right, number 1, here we go. What do we have? Tell me.
T or
Yes.
T to the power of 7.
What did I just say? When you divide, what do we do? Subtract. So it'd be t to the what?
T to the 3rd.
Yes, t to the 3rd. Then what? U to the 3rd. Is there anything on the bottom? No. So we don't really even need that fraction bar. Now let's say for whatever strange reason you're like, man, I don't understand what he's doing. All right, here's how you're going to handle it. T to the 5th means this. U to the 4th. You agree with that? T squared. Does everybody see that? Now watch me. This t cancels out with this t. This t cancels out with this t. This u cancels out with this u. What's left?
3 t's and 3
Right, that's it. That's how simple. That's all there is to it. All right? Now, does anybody have any questions with that? What?
So there's just like a U, which is 1 U. Which is different.
There's an understood one to be there if that's what you're asking me. All right? But the rule is when you divide, what do you do to exponents? Subtract them. All right? So that's number 1. Everybody should be able to look at number 3 now and tell me the correct answer. We'll start up here at the front. Ian, go. No, you already did one. You're up.
Okay, M to
Yes, m to the 1st, and you're right. You don't have to write it, but I'm going to just to make sure.
R to the 3rd.
R to the 3rd.
P.
What happens to the p's?
Oh, they just cancel.
They cancel out. So again, we don't need a fraction bar. How's that? All right, not hard. Carly, you're up. Number 5, kiddo. G to the 1st. H to the 1st. Yes, good job, girl. M to the 1st. Again, is it necessary to put the first power? No. All right, now, good for you. Tell me, what's your question?
How'd you get that M to the 3rd?
Well, there's just one M. With what other M? Where's another M? There is no other M, right? Yes, sir.
How do you get 1 H?
How many H's are on the top?
2.
How many H's are on the bottom?
1. First.
2 minus 1.
Ah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So you're allowed to go out of order, like on the first one, the G's before the A's. And the
Yeah, but normally they write them in alphabetical order. All right. So yes, that's the answer. Okay, come on, Miss Hulsman. What? Speak up. You good? What?
What if like?
No what ifs. I've got so many problems to do. All I'm asking you, do you understand number 5? If you understand number 5, let's get to harder, deeper waters. All right, if I scroll down here and show you the bottom ones, you're going to be, wow, there's a lot to do. All right, everybody comfortable with 1, 3, and 5? Leighton, you're up. 7, take a look.
All right. So would it be x to the first power
Good.
and y or y's cancel out?
Why do the y's cancel?
Oh wait, sorry. Let's look at the x. Y to the first power
Y to the first power.
and then z to the first power.
Yep, that's it, guys. Now, again, you don't have to write any of that down because it's just look at it. Right? If you want to write the original, that's fine. Trust me, we'll be writing them down here in a few minutes. Thomas Dan. Number 9. All right, now this is what we did yesterday. So it's not a big deal. Thomas, I'm squaring this button right here. This 2 means to square. Now, Thomas, I am telling you something now. Listen to me real quick. Is there anything to reduce in here? Does anything reduce in there? There's nothing. It doesn't reduce at all. You hear me? So all we're doing is we're squaring that entire thing. So you have to remember what the rules were from yesterday. So Thomas, what is 2 squared? 4. A to the what power? Good. B to the what? And then over what number? 9. That's it, guys. That's all there was to that. That is it. That's it. What?
So with the 2a, you just do 2 times 2,
Right. That's
then-
what 2 squared means.
and then the x for it, you just do 5.
I don't understand what your
No.
question is. Right? How do I make a 6? I did 3 times 2. Right? Exponents, power to power. Multiply them. All right, Hubble. What's 2 to the 5th?
Oh, so it'd be. Oh, 25.
Wait, 2 to the 5th. 2.
4, 8, 16, 64.
Close. You missed one. 32.
32.
Right? But we're just doing to the 5th. So 2 to the 5th is 32.
C to the 15.
C to the 15th?
And to the 25.
Yes, correct. Now, of course, 5 to the 5th. 3125, right? Wow, that was good. How did you know that?
I would calculate.
3125. All right. If you're not sure, take out your handy dandy calculator and do 5 to the 5th power.
How do you change the number?
5 caret 5. Is that correct? 5 caret 5. I'm asking you to do that, so I need you to practice. Make sure you know how to use the calculator.
Mine's higher.
Hubble, from there, G to the what? Hey, listen. What is it? G to the 10th. Thank you. G to the 10th. Anybody have any issues with that now? What?
So I get that like you do 2 times 5. When do you?
I didn't do 2 times 5. For what? What part of it?
For like the g squared.
Okay, yes, I did do 2 times 5.
But when do you do like the like the actual like 5 to the 5th power?
I just knew it was 3125.
No, I know, but like when do you do the?
What does it say? 5 to the 5th power. That's when you do it. I'm trying to show you something. Look. This is a power to a power. So the rule is power to power you multiply. This physically says 2 to the 5th power. That physically says 5 to the 5th power. This is a power to a power, power to a power, power to power. You multiply those, but you do 2 to the 5th. You do 5 to the 5th. Do you hear me? All right. Thomas, you still good back there?
Yeah.
All right. Let's go. Let's find 13. Well, you got the easy one. Anything to the 0 power is always what?
0.
Think for yourself. Anything to the 0 power. I'm going to teach you now. I'm going to teach you how they figured this out. All right? I'm going to show you how they figured it out. Yes, you're right. It is 1. All right? Anything to the 0 power is 1. And this whole quantity is being raised to the 0 power, so that answer is 1. But now, please look up here so I can just show you. Please pay attention. All right? Because I was like, well, how does that make sense? Something to the 0 power is 1. I'm going to show you why it makes sense. All right? If you look up. All right? So now, I want to review this. Somebody tell me what 2 to the 4th is. What's 2 to the 4th? 16. All right, what is 2 cubed? 8. What is 2 squared? 4. Okay, so now math is all patterns. All right, so how did I get from 16 to 8? What did I do? Divided by 2. What am I going to do here? So if I say 2 to the 1st, you would obviously tell me it's what? 2, because why though? Because I divided by 2. So 2 to the 1st, that's how they discovered anything to the 1st power is itself. All right? Now, please pay attention. All right? If I said 2 to the 0, you should be able to obviously tell me now that 2 to the 0 is what?
2.
1.
Why is it 1? Someone.
Because
2 divided by 2 is what? 1. That's how they figured out that anything to the 0 power is 1. You could do the same rule with, like, for example, 3 cubed is 27. 3 squared is 9. So 3 to the 1st, if you follow the pattern, would be what? 3. And then 3 to the 0 would still be what? 1. That's how they figured that out. All right, now I'm asking you an even tougher question. What is 2 to the next? Now, don't say something before you think. Math is, the pattern is not changing. So what is 2 to the negative 1? Ian, shh. You're just saying something. You're just sit up. And what is the pattern? Forget one to the other. No, I'm not asking you that. How did I get from one number to the other number? Now listen to yourself. To get from one number to the next number, I do what? Think about it now. This is how you're going to be a great thinker one day. You're dividing by 2. So what is 2 to the negative 1? Shh, don't say a word. I don't want him. What is the pattern? Say it. How did I get from here to here, bud? Tell me. How did I get from here to here? So how would I get from here to here? Come on, say it. Say it. What do I do? What do I do to get from here to here?
divide by 2.
So you're asking me, what is 1 divided by 2? What's 1 divided by 2?
2?
Come on, write it down.
Negative
1.
One.
Stop. No, don't try to help him. We're making him a good thinker. 1 divided by 2. What is that?
1.5.
Yes. Yes. All right. So again, listen to me. I know it doesn't sound logical at first, but I promise you it's all what? Logic. That's why I tell everybody, math makes perfectly good sense. English does not. All right? All the crazy rules for English makes no sense. Math is all logic. Everything can be explained to your understanding. That's why I'm telling you, if you don't understand something, you can't go any deeper if you don't understand these little shallow waters here. You can't go any further down the page. You have to understand these basics. So now, hopefully, you realize now 2 to the negative 1 has nothing to do with a negative number. 2 to the negative 1 means divide by 2. So 1 divided by 2, which is 1/2. So now, of course, I'm going to ask you a dumb question. What is 3 to the negative 1?
1/3.
1/3. That's exactly right. So now I'm going to ask you a really crazy question. What is 2 to the negative 2?
Oh, I know.
What?
No.
Stop. What is 2 to the negative 2? Say it. Yay, good job. Did you use your calculator? I thought I saw you doing something over there. So, 2 to the negative 2 is, come on, 1/2 divided by 2. So if you're staring at a half a pizza and you want to eat half of that, you're going to get what?
Half.
What's half of a half?
1.25. A quarter.
A quarter.
Oh, no.
Thank you. It is 1/4. So now please pay attention so you can understand what I'm saying. 2 to the negative 2 is the same as 1/4, but 1/4 is the same as 2 squared. So now the key, look up so I can show you something. Make sure you're hearing me. So the rule came into play this way. If you have a negative exponent, you just move it. If it's in the numerator, you're going to put it in the what? Denominator. And when you move it, it becomes automatically a what? A positive. So 2 to the negative 2 is the same as 1/2 squared. Please continue to listen. All right? So if I said to you, what is x to the negative 2, you should be able to tell me that just means what? 1/, that's right, 1/x squared. If I said to you, what's y to the negative 5, you now can tell me that just means?
1/x.
Y to the?
Y to the
1/y to the 5th. What? If you have a question, speak up. What? What?
If like
No what ifs. Just look at this right here. Tell me what you don't understand. No what ifs. Look at my what ifs. I've got so many what ifs for you. All right? You don't need to cover all of it. You just need to right now listen, get the basic down. All right? You got lots of what ifs coming. All right? That's why we're practicing. So now I'm going to ask you a crazy question. Come on now. What if I said x to the negative 4? What would that be?
1
What would it be? This is what I'm not understanding. Some of you are daydreaming. What is it? 1/x to the 4th. Come on now, listen to the rule one more time. If you have a negative exponent, you simply move it. All right, so I'm going to ask you one more time. What is y to the negative 10? Noah, what's y to the negative 10?
You do that and you put
I'm
y.
asking you, just tell me the answer.
1/y to the negative 10.
1/what?
Y to the negative powers.
Y to the 10th.
Oh,
1/y to the 10th. Now, stop talking and listen. You see why I'm frustrated? Come on, I'm asking some of you just something basic. All you have to do is be paying attention. I've got 2 people that I ask are just like, I don't have any idea. And you wonder why you're not doing the way you should be doing on your exam. One more time. I want everybody in unison. Thomas, I'm listening to you. What is z to the negative 6 the same as?
1/z to the negative 6 power.
1/z to the 6th. That's how simple it is. If you have a negative exponent, you move it. All right, now I'm going to get wild and crazy now. Watch. 1 over x to the negative 3. What do you think that is?
Oh,
Go ahead. Let me hear you.
X to the third.
X to the third. That's it. If it's negative on the bottom, you move it to the what? You move it to the top. If it's on the top, you move it to the what? To the bottom. So now if I just did something outrageous, like x to the negative 2 over y to the negative 3, Mia, what is that? I'm asking you about this problem right there. What would the answer be? Give it a shot. Listen, don't be afraid to make a mistake either. Go, just tell me. Say it.
1 over x is
Okay, good. Now listen to me. Now hear my rule. If it's negative exponent, you move it. Shh. You move it. This, is that a negative exponent? Where do you move that? To the bottom. Is this one a negative exponent? So where do you move that? Wow. I don't understand. That's the answer. That's all there is to it. That is it. That's all. That's it. That's the rules for negative exponents. If you have a negative exponent, you just move it. All right? Now, all right. So 13 we said was 1, right?
Yes.
All right, let's knock out 15 now. All right. So here we go. Oh, okay. Miss Yulesman, you're up. What is this one? Come on now.
F. It's just F, right? Because there's no.
Yes. So where do I put the F?
On the
What is the F right now?
top.
What is this?
Oh. Negative.
So where does that go? Thank you. As a what? There you go, girl. Come on now. Do I move this?
No.
No. Do I move this?
Yes.
Where does it go? That's how easy, guys. That's how easy. Hey, you with me now? What?
So because it's not negative,
You don't have to tell me the rule. I know the rule. You look up there. I'm trying to get you to make your own decision. Look, and you'll understand what I'm trying to tell you. Look, if I didn't move it, then you don't what? You don't move it, because you know I'm right. So if this is negative 3, I put it on the bottom. So if it's negative, you do what? Move it. If it's positive, do you move it? Do you move it? No, because I didn't move it. What?
on the
Good
top
for you.
Put G and then H would be the same thing.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. G comes before H in the alphabet. Notice I took my time on my alphabet so I could put in the right. Oh my, so, excuse me. All right, so sorry. Let's move this over so it's perfect. There, sorry about that. All right, can I go on now? All right, thank you. Man. All right, 17. You're up, Carter. All right, don't embarrass me. It's too late for that, but anyway.
Right, so it's
Now wait, what does that mean? Don't say anything, and don't listen to her. What does that mean? Stop. Seriously? 2/6? The fraction 2 over 6, what does that equal?
1/3.
What are we talking about? Negative something. 2/6 is the same as it used to be. It reduces to 1/3. That's a number. Reduce the fraction like you used to. All right? Now, concentrate. This a to the negative 3, where does that go?
On the top.
On the top. Now, how many a's are on the top? So altogether now there are what? Don't say anything. No, altogether.
5.
5. A to the 5th. Now, I want you to speak up, please, if you're not sure how I did that. Right? Because I crossed this out and I put a cubed on the top, right? And then there's already what? 2 of them up there. All right, so now what do I do to the B?
B, you move down to the bottom so it's B to the right.
Thank you. Wow. Good job. Now, come on, work with me. You try to write an answer before I do.
Right, what the you wrote?
All right. Now, tell me about the C's.
C's would be C to the 13th.
Yes, C to the 13th. Right. Come on now. I understand that's getting a little trickier now. You good or not? That's not bad. All right, let's find 19. All right. Go. Sorry, it's a little blurry.
And two.
Well,
Okay.
yes.
Two and then P.
Yes. M squared, P to the first. All right. Anybody have any issues? Any issues? All right, let's find 21. Chloe, you're up. All right, don't embarrass me. Again.
Again.
3/12. That's what I'm saying.
Okay. Would it be? Okay, no. On the bottom, it's 3M.
What are you talking about? I'm asking about this fraction 3/12.
Yeah.
What does that reduce to?
1/4.
Wow, what are you waiting on? 1/4. All right, now tell me about the M's.
The M is a negative, so it goes on the bottom.
As what?
M to the 3 exponential.
Yeah, good. Now what?
And then the R is positive, so it stays at the top.
Still it stays at the top.
And then the P stays at the top.
Yep.
And then the T goes.
Right? T is to the 4th power, right?
Yeah, but it would go to the top. So it's positive.
You only move if it's what?
Oh, okay, yeah.
Only move if it's negative.
Negative.
Good idea. All right, Justice.
Okay.
Hold on, let me find 23 for you. All right. Now you got something from yesterday, so let's hear it.
Okay, so you would do
Shh.
it would be 9x 2, and then y 8, and then on the bottom you would do 25 v to the 4th.
Thank you very much, Justice. Good job. All right, now I'm hoping you're speaking up. Now look, I can see some of your hands just writing as fast as you can, as fast as I can write it. You're writing it. Is that what you're supposed to be doing? No, you're not supposed to be doing that. All right, that's part of the problem. You try the problem first. Good. Okay, now let's find 25. Go.
It would be P6,
Good.
T21,
Good.
and then it's
Shh. Say it.
1,000.
1,000. Right? 10 to the third is a 1 with 3 zeros. That's an easy way to do that. All right, 27. Aiden, you got a question? What? Come on, tell me.
Why do you not put an exponent 3 on the 1,000?
Because 10 to the third power is
Oh.
the same as 1,000. All right, 27. Aiden. Sorry, it's a little blurry. Can you see that? All right, what is it? A squared. Good. B to the what? B to the what? Thank you. Good job. Good job. Super, super important information. All right, practice. Come on. 29. All right, here we go. Go. Despliego. Two. Is that mine?
Yeah.
No. Give me a second. Think about it again. Do 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. Shh, leave her alone. I want her to do it. Hello? Hey. Yeah. All right. Justin, you gotta go. Okay. All right, see you. Just work on that as much as you can. All right, did you tell me what 2 to the 4th is? 16. Thank you very much. All right, now we're looking at 5 to the 4th, and I'm not expecting you to know what 5 to the 4th is. I'll just tell you 625. Or you take out your calculator and do 5 to the 4th. 625. Shh, 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 shh. Good? Now, R to the what? Power to power, what is the rule? Multiply. Multiply. Come on, girl, up to 12. All right? And then T to the what? And then U. Good job, girl. 36. Don't be nervous. Power to power, write the rule. Power to power, multiply. Power to power, multiply. When you multiply, you add exponents. When you divide, you subtract. All right, Noah, let's find 31. What?
What's the rule when you have to add?
We're going to get to that. Uh-oh.
Um,
Anything to the 0 power.
oh, it's 1.
1. 31 is 1. Beautiful. That wasn't bad. 31 is 1. Yes, ma'am. No. All right, 33. Go ahead. I'll let you try. Shh.
So you move the T to the bottom.
Right?
And then you move R to the top.
So your final answer.
R2 to P4. And then under is T.
A, B, C, D, P, P, Q, R. Oh my gosh. What is wrong with you? Don't know your alphabet. How am I supposed to teach you math if you don't know your alphabet? Oh my gosh. That was painful. All right. Hold up. What?
Can you move the T to the center?
Oh, yeah. Is that in the center for you?
No.
Good enough?
A little bit to the right.
Oh my gosh. All right, here we go. 35. Come on now. All right. Ian, let's give it a shot. So first thing is, remember, sorry, it's a little blurry. But think about the fraction. It's a number. So what does that reduce to first? Good. Positive or negative, though. Come on. Right? Come on, man. Negative 1/4. Okay, tell me about the next letter, please.
That is just F.
F. Good job. What happens to the G's?
They add so G.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Now listen, let's say we forgot. So that means G times G over G times G.
Oh.
Anything over itself is 1.
Oh,
Right?
Just minus.
Yes, they cancel. Cross them out. G squared over G squared cancels. Then I have H to the 0. Anything to the 0 power is 1. So that's gone. So that's your answer for 35. Negative 1F over 4.
When you didn't get H, if it was 1.
Well, it's times 1, kiddo. So times 1. Doesn't matter. Right? Times 1. Doesn't matter. All right? So here we go. Continue. 37. Carly, let's go. Yes? Wow. Good job, kiddo. Thank you for listening. Everybody happy with that? All right, Leighton, let's hear you.
Right.
All right.
So,
What's 39 divided by 13?
is that 3?
That is 3. Okay?
So would it be
3
3 over 1?
over 1. Shh.
And so, the 4 stays at the top.
Okay.
And then the negative. Oh wait, so we're supposed to like add them together.
Yes, so
So it would be t to the 7th.
t to the 7th. All right, now what, buddy?
And then the u, the u's, do they stay where they are? So for those possible?
So if I have u on top and u to the 7th on the bottom, what does that become?
Oh, u to the, oh, and it stays at the top. So u to the 8th.
No. I have 1 u up top. I have 7 u's on the bottom. Cancel them.
So they just cancel out.
So how many u's will be left on the bottom? Somebody help him. How many u's will be left on the bottom? 6. You hear me now? Does that make sense? Now let's say again, guys. Again, here's how I learned it because I'm understanding. Trust me, it's going to take some time. But if you think of it like this: 1 u and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Cross one of them out. You're left with how many on the bottom?
6.
Yes. So this would be u to the 6th. All right. Yes. The next one is a v. So what would it be?
It goes to the bottom.
Yes. So it would be.
To the negative 2 is at the bottom.
So what would it be on the bottom?
Positive 2.
Yes. V squared. All right, guys. Do your best to try to get through the odds. Do your best to try to get through the odds. I will finish up the odds tomorrow, all right, with you. But I gave you the answers. Try your best, and then tomorrow we'll knock out the what? Evens. All right. Yeah, the solutions are posted. Solutions are posted to help you. Good. That's what we're talking about. Yes.
This is
All right. It's nice.
Yours is